Okay, sweetie, let's change into your tennis shoes, okay? No? You remember how the parking lot always has a lot of mud in it? I think it'd be a good idea to change, don't you? We don't want to. Hi.
Hi.
Come on in.
Daddy!
Hello, princess. Oh, you're so beautiful today.
You learned a lot. Doesn't really surprise me. A talented mind in the grip of one task. And some people believe obsession is an illness, but it's a primary unit of human power. No, you don't have to ask me to sit down because we're not gonna play today. I have other commitments.
Don't let me keep you.
Yeah, not so fast. And even if I did disappear, if solitude didn't break you, the lack of nourishment would.
Don't you have someplace to be?
Not blasé enough. I read your thoughts, and they're wrong. And even if you did make it beyond that door, there's no freedom at the other end.
I'll take your word on that.
And you don't even want to ask why? You know what? You're becoming less and less engaged here. And your talent for friendship is even worse than your father's. But never mind. I'm a patient man, a generous man. So, consider this an early birthday present. Yeah, she is lovely. A little wistful. No doubt mourning her lost love. Young heartbreak, pure agony. You know what, Luke? They say the first 10 are the worst. But she's young. She may live to learn that. Your chances are you won't.
I thought you were leaving.
Oh, yeah. I'm leaving. And you have a lot of hard work to do there. Isn't it good to have a reason to go on?
Oh, you look like a ballerina. Can you do ballerina moves? Woo, look at that. We should go somewhere where we have lots of room. You could do some ballerina moves in the park. The sun is out. It's a beautiful day. Shall we go play?
Well, actually, she had a ballet class.
Oh, okay. I should have called.
No, that was silly. What am I saying? Of course, she can miss one. So, you know what, honey? Why don't you run on upstairs and put on your play clothes?
No.
Listen to Mommy, because you might get these beautiful clothes dirty. We're gonna climb rocks and slip and slide, and you don't want to get grass stains on that beautiful costume. Will you change your clothes? Okay, good girl.
Thank you. The costume, you know, she would have argued with me for another 20 minutes.
Oh, well, guess dads are still good for something.
You know what? Would you like me to make you a copy of Lulu's schedule?
Why don't you have her people call my people?
I just meant that, you know, it might be easier for you to find her. It might make planning.
Yeah, it might, until I lost the schedule. Or ripped it up, mistakenly ripped it up. I'm not big on schedules, you know that. Hey, do you need some help up there, little princess?
She dresses herself now, Luke.
I would like to make use of the daylight hours.
Stays daylight till 8 o'clock at night. You really hate being here, don't you? It's pretty obvious. It's hard to believe that you ever lived here.
Maybe I didn't.
Leslie Lou? Come on down, sweetie. Daddy's waiting for you. Hey, girl.
Look at that. She dressed herself. You're getting so big. Come on, let's get your shoes on. Those are nice colors, too. Very spring. Very springy. We'll find a rock, and we'll make us a nice climb clear up to touch the sky. Here you go. We'll tie him in the car. Here we go on our big adventure.
Won't you cut me, Mommy?
No, no, honey. You have a good time with Daddy.
Okay. All right. Thanks.
I need you. Please come back to me.
I've tried and tried and tried.
Come home.
Elizabeth, I can't. They'll kill you. I won't put your life on the line.
Come back.
I thought my dad would figure it out. But the fire, they staged it too well. Nobody gets that it was a setup. It was a setup, Elizabeth. That body wasn't mine.
You get out. You have to get out for me.
One answer. One question per chess match. And that's just if I win. How many matches from here to there? It's gonna stretch on forever.
Forever. That's us. I'll wait.
I can't let you.
We belong together.
Not like this. Not when we're both stuck. I don't even have a choice. But listen to me, you do. Do you understand that I would rather die than let you stop your life?
You are my life.
We had what we had for a reason.
Have.
We had it so you could move on.
Not without you.
How many times did you say it? This incredible thing set you free.
You. It was you.
It was us. It was amazing. It showed us who we could be.
Yes.
Elizabeth, you have to be you. This wonderful person who laughs and paints. This magical girl who lights up everything around her, who lights up the entire world.
Only when I'm with you.
When you're in love. That's the secret.
I am in love.
You will be again.
With you.
Elizabeth, I'm a memory. You need to be with somebody who can give you a life.
I love you.
I know. I love you too. That's why I'm letting you go.
I miss you, Daddy.
I miss you, sweetheart. I miss you so much. It's very confusing, isn't it? I remember when Lucky was a little boy, even younger than you. You know, he had this thing about the sun. He wanted to know where it went at night, and
Ricky's in heaven.
I know he's in heaven, sweetheart. It's about as far away from here as you can get, isn't it? It's sort of like when the sun goes far away, it gets dark. And when the sun plays peekaboo behind the clouds, you don't know if it's there or not. But then all of a sudden, there it is, a big bright yellow sun, and it's all warm and nice. And that's how love is. Even when the person isn't right there. Sweetheart, when somebody loves somebody as much as I love you, the love never goes away. Never. It's always there. Even when you're far away, even when you're like Lucky in heaven. See, even though Lucky's in heaven, we still love him, don't we? And I love you. No matter what happens, or where I am, I'll always love you.
Thanks for being such a good sport about this.
Well, man does not live by haute cuisine alone.
Sorry. Sweetie, are you all done? Yeah? Okay, why don't you run on upstairs, put your PJs on, and brush your teeth. Please? Okay. Well, I owe you a real dinner with the real table and chairs and everything that works. I think Leslie Lou just had pizza on the brain because she spent the afternoon with Luke.
Is that what's upsetting you? It's obvious something is.
Luke stopped wearing his wedding band.
And that matters to you?
Oh.
I didn't quite get that. Was that a go away and leave me alone?
Ah, an alien from another planet. Please come in, old alien from the world of good parenting.
What happened?
I had a date with my daughter today. I took her to the park.
And she fell down and broke a bone?
No, it's not that bad. She just broke my heart. She misses me.
Makes you feel like you should move back home.
I don't have a home, Felicia. I have a daughter. Beautiful, beautiful daughter. I'm terrified of messing her up.
How?
By being me, by being alive.
Less than perfect, like the rest of us.
With my son, it was really easy, you know? Because it was just guys. It was adventure. What do I know about a little girl? I don't have a clue.
You love her more than life, which makes her a fortunate child. She thinks you hung the moon. Don't let it go to your head, but I can see where she got the idea.
You're a hell of a good friend.
Really? Let me prove to you how good.
You're looking particularly spiffy tonight.
Well, thank you.
You here to take me dancing?
I'm whisking you away to a party, a fabulous party.
Great. With people I don't know?
The Quartermains. AJ and Carly.
Oh, thank you very much, but I've got an appointment to get my eyes poked out with sharp sticks.
Luke.
What? Did Bubba say no?
He has a task force meeting.
Sign me up for that.
Well, what do you want to do, stare at the four walls here? This is about our investigation. We have a chance to probe.
Oh, what a crock.
Please, go get spiffy.
You just want me for my wardrobe and my social skills, and you're not even subtle about it.
So,
I ain't complaining.
spot. I'm sorry. Thank you. No problem. Quick about it.
You took your wedding ring off months ago. Yet it bothers you that Luke has done the same?
I think I've accepted the fact that my marriage is over. I mean, I've moved on with my life.
But it disturbs you that Luke is beginning to move on with his.
Not really. It's just, I don't know. I looked down at his hand and the ring wasn't there, and that... It felt strange.
Well, you have dealt with much greater loss and remain strong.
Because of you. I don't know how I would have gotten through any of this without you.
What happened to forever?
Luke! Luke's Club, may I help you? Hello? Hello? Is anyone there?
Is that for me? Hello? Spencer here.
Mr. Spencer? Can you hear me? I'm afraid we have a bad connection here.
Krieg?
Yes, that's better. I'm calling you regarding our transaction.
Yes. Next week. Usual place.
Yes, but unfortunately something came up. I won't be able to make it, but I'll get back to you as soon as I can and arrange something else. My apologies.
Geen problem. Well, then I will talk to you sometime.
No, you didn't.
I did.
No. Well, if you changed your mind, why'd you change your clothes?
I was just, doing on my tie, and it started to feel like a noose. And I realized that I would go anywhere, all dressed up, to see my darling niece hanged. Because it's a family tradition. Spencers always like to be in the audience whenever another Spencer is hanged. But if you add the Quartermains to this mix, I start to get a little sick.
Oh, Luke. Never mind, Carly.
How can I never mind Carly? This is her party, right?
Oh. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is. But we're gonna go undercover.
Undercover?
Yeah. That's right. I need you to be my second pair of eyes. I need for you to watch Edward and see how he behaves when he's watching me.
He'll take one look at your little face and your cute little figure, and if he's got any sense at all, he'll be a dirty old man.
No, I want you to watch him and see how he acts when the subject of Lila's memoirs is brought up. And trust me, it will be. And I won't be the one to raise it. And then I want you to tell me if you think I'm crazy or if you think he's really hiding something.
Well, what if he is? What are you going to do about it?
Look, well, aren't you the kind of person like I am that wants to know what's hidden behind the door? Forget the car, forget the boat, forget the pearls, forget the mink. What's behind curtain number 2?
Well, normally curtain number 2 would be very important to me.
Wait a minute. Sometimes all you can do is just go through the motions, whether you like it or not. Because it's the only way back. Because you're too numb to do anything else.
Who could say no to that face?
Good.
Ooh, not to mention those Betty Grable legs.
Don't make me blush.
You're incredibly persuasive.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll get it.
Hello.
Ah, the family found a use for you already.
What a beautiful dress that is.
Thank you. Couldn't you reach the doorbell? How is anybody supposed to hear you knock? Look, I mean, I wasn't going to insist, but since you insist on being rude, I did go over the guest list personally, and I happen to know that your name wasn't on it.
Well, I was, and he's my guest.
Oh, okay. Well, since we're all being so honest here, you do both know that you're both married to other people.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Well, you can't blame her. You know, she sees infidelity at every turn because her only experience with marriage is wrecking them. No, I'm here as a proud uncle. I wanted you to always remember, Caroline, that you come from a long and distinguished line of hookers. And marrying a quartermain is about the sweetest trick any of them ever turned.
That's something you think's funny? You make jokes about the fact that you pimped your little sister off when she was just a baby?
I happen to know that's not how it was.
Oh, I see. And you think it's your play to defend the man who made your best friend give up the only daughter she ever had.
Oh, Caroline, you're barking up the wrong guilt tree. Neither one of us are Barbara Jean. And just for the record, my dear, I argued against having you adopted. I wanted to donate you to science.
Well, then I guess it's a good thing for you and your sister that in a few days I'll be a quartermain. And I'll be off the Spencer's hands.
It will be. And I'll be sure to tell my sister to change the locks on her doors so when this blows up in your face, you can't come crawling home to Mommy.
How did a sweet woman like her end up related to trash like you?
You know, thousands have asked that question and nobody seems to come up with the answer. Felicia, shall we party?
Sure. Yes. Nice evening.
Lila, I'm sure you'll be feeling better soon. I'll check. Oh, I wondered where you ran off to. Now, look, as I was saying, a proxy, dear, is a very grave responsibility.
Epoxy? Glue?
Oh, you're teasing me. No.
Chloe! Hello, there's someone I'm dying for you to meet.
Why?
Well, they're probably the two most interesting people I have ever met. My very dear friend, Chloe Morgan. Please meet my very dear friend, Luke Spencer.
Delighted to meet you.
Well, I'm rather distressed to meet you. I've never been introduced as interesting before. I feel quite sure I'll disappoint.
Not so far. You're holding up quite well.
May I get you both a glass of champagne?
Oh, no. I can tell we're interrupting something.
No, I insist. If I'm to remain interesting, I must leave right away.
She's adorable.
Oh, Felicia, I've been meaning to have a word with you, and it might as well be now. I think that you are taking advantage of your role as Lila's confidant and memoirist. Now, you may not mean for it to be, but I feel that it's beginning to become an imposition.
On whom? I'm sorry to hear that. Can you give me an example?
I'm staring at one right now, bringing that reprobate into this house.
Well, Lila has always enjoyed Luke.
Oh, sure.
Oh, this
well,
is very upsetting to me. I would really love to go up and speak with Lila and clear anything up
No,
if
no,
I
no.
create any
That
problems
won't be necessary.
at all.
No, dear. No, no.
What is the problem, Edward? Is it that I offend those poetic sensibilities I've heard so much about?
Those letters were the personal sentiments of a man for the woman he married. They are not for public consumption.
Luke hasn't seen them. I only know what Chloe's told me.
You seem awfully embarrassed, Edward. My goodness. Everybody's foolish when they're young and in love. Then, of course, everybody doesn't have the foolishness to haunt them, I suppose.
I'm not haunted. No, those letters are merely relics of another time. There's nothing wrong with them, except Felicia's mistaken idea that she has the right to broadcast them to the world at large.
Well?
He's steamed. The old goat is definitely worried. The most obvious move right now would be to get a hold of those letters.
I'll have to ask Lila for them.
No, you can't do that. I mean, she's a grand and wonderful woman, but she's married to Edward now for about 800 years. Every time he buries something, she plants daisies.
Well, it's not like she didn't want me to read them. I mean, I'm the one who went to go get Chloe to bring the letters back.
Then
It was
why-
all part of writing the memoirs.
Why haven't you seen them all?
I'll go up and ask Lila for them.
No, you can't do that. See, Edward is already suspicious. If you push him over the edge, he'll put some private dick following us. We don't want that. I'll come up with something else.
I'm dying to hear it.
Have you had enough of this yet?
Theirs is practically empty.
Let's get some air. This oriental rug is starting to get to me.
Lila gave me your trust.
You know, you hold that trust so tightly that if you can't move right or left, you go nowhere.
But why break in? I mean, all I have to do is ask Lila for the letters, you know.
Well, whatever they're hiding from you, they're going to continue to hide from you. I mean, if you ask for the letters, the best that's going to happen is maybe you'll get a hand-picked few.
Well, what would be the point in that? I mean, Chloe's already seen the letters. She practically has them memorized.
Well, maybe Chloe doesn't know what to look for. Edward seems to think that we do. Look, I didn't sign on here as, you know, bulldog in chief. I'm just trying to help. It's your investigation. If you want me to back off, you know, pull out of this thing, no hard feelings. I'm crazy about you anyway. I'll do it.
Very good. You're learning. No. Come on, use your head. Think. Ah, yeah. The rashness of youth. So frustrating to watch. Whereas I, for example, knew you would be joining me. If I was patient enough.
Well, Felicia, if you want backup on this little caper, here I am.
When did Lila's love letters become a caper?
Uh-oh. We're splitting hairs already. You're backing out.
I can't break into her room.
I won't tell Bubba if you won't.
God. I'm supposed to be writing about when Lila first fell in love with Edward. It was a grand romance during a lost world. It's the type of love that only most people dream about. Lila trusts me to tell her story, not to reveal her secrets. What if we do get our hands on those letters and we find out the real truth? What if we spend weeks poring over the most intimate words Edward and Lila have ever shared and we stumble into some cold, hard reality? What if I don't want to know what it is?
Trust me on this, Felicia. What you don't want to know about ends up coming at you like this desk from about an 18-story window.
Our young charge seems quite busy.
Yeah. He's trying to master the game of chess by morning.
Don't underestimate Lucky. His father is an excellent strategist.
Perhaps. But Luke Spencer is no match for us. Well, the young Spencer refused to eat for a couple of days, but then I served him some ribs from a place called Eli's. That helped.
You're spoiling the boy.
Yeah, and what do I get for my trouble? A physical assault? You stole my phone, he even figured out how to trigger the electronic lock.
Never underestimate Lucky. He is Luke Spencer's son. And I would hate to have anything unexpected happen to him before we're ready.
Are we ready? Everything is in place.
Why wait? Why rush? No, when we have the opportunity to savor every delicious moment until the final checkmate. Now. Don't be discouraged. I have plans for the interim.
Which are?
You have to ask.
Oh, when all is said and done, grand romance is just a scam run by greedy florists.
Not always.
No, you're right. Not always. Sometimes fairy godmothers and limo drivers convince you that a pumpkin and a couple of rats is a great ride to the ball. Cinderella's a wonderful scam, really, if you think about it. Romeo and Juliet, too. Whew.
They both died.
Yeah, but they wouldn't have if she'd have been straight with him about her drug intake.
Those were just stories. Edward and Lila are real. At least I think they're real. At least I hope they're real.
Well, if you're looking for flawless love, you'd better not look too close. I think you'd better keep your eyes closed.
That's when the dream ends, isn't it? When you open your eyes.
Pretty much.
Well, Lila went into this with her eyes open. She was on to Edward from the very start, and she still loves him.
Yeah, bingo. There's the real mystery right there.
Whatever that secret is. Edward and Lila both want to keep it a secret. So if so long ago, maybe it just doesn't matter anymore.
Well, of course it matters. Otherwise, he wouldn't have gotten so tense and brought the letters up in the first place.
Well, maybe he was just upset about the engagement.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think that matters to him at all.
Even so, he seemed a little bit vulnerable to me.
Yeah, because I think you got him on the run. But if you want to back off right now, I mean, if you've lost your spark, you know, that's okay with me. I'll just kick back, listen to some Etta James, smoke a cigar, and you can close your eyes tight and write your book and make it as grand and romantic as you like. It's up to you.
Lila, we have to hope that your third cousin hasn't brought a time bomb into this house.
Oh, I'm almost certain she hasn't.
Almost isn't good enough, Lila. We have to go through those letters line by line.
But Chloe has practically memorized them.
But that doesn't mean she knows what she's saying. But Felicia has that reprobate Luke interested in those letters, and all they need is a hint, just a shade of meaning, a comma that's in the wrong place, and they'll get suspicious. And they'll start figuring out names and places. I can just see them chasing people all over the country and terrifying them and hounding them, never giving them a moment's peace. No, Luke and Felicia will not stop until they find out the truth.
Darling, no one knows the truth except you and me. Oh, do try not to worry so.
No one will harm you, Lila. I won't allow it. I promise you, dear.
I could follow the evidence where it leads.
You could.
But then I would hurt Lila, and, you know, I can't do that. I just can't do that. On one hand, I'm supposed to be writing this glorious love story, not digging up dirt. But I also have to know what really happened. Otherwise, the whole thing's just a big lie. And, you know, I'm kind of a fabricator, but I am no liar.
No, you are not a liar.
On the other hand, Lila and Edward genuinely love each other, and they always will. Why can't I just be happy with that?
I don't know. Why not?
Because when there's a secret, I have to know what it is. I mean, that's who I am. It's just the kind of girl I like to be. I can't help it. So, on the other hand, if I just pretend that this story is about the love between the two of them, then I'm kidding myself because I never really ask the real questions. I'll be fooling everybody, including myself. And Lila trusts me. So, on the other hand, maybe this is a game. Maybe she just wants me to try to figure it out. Now, that's a rationalization, isn't it?
How many hands have you got?
Do you really think that I'm fooling myself?
No, I think what you're doing is ignoring your instincts, and there's nothing I can do about that.
What if, when my grandmother gave me that Aztec ring and I lost it, I never tried to track it down, what would have happened? Well, first of all, I wouldn't know you very well, would I? I wouldn't have known Frisco, which therefore I wouldn't have had my children. I mean, heck, I would hardly know myself.
That's right.
Let's do it.
You sure?
If I don't do it, then I'm just gonna hate myself.
No, well, we don't want you to hate yourself, believe me.
Well, you know, if we find anything illegal, we'll just go to my husband.
Sure.
And if we find anything that breaks Lila's heart, then we just pretend like we don't even know.
We'll play dumb.
Okay. You knew I wouldn't give up on this, didn't you?
No, I don't know enough about you to know anything yet.
Oh, God. I've got to go. I have a date with my husband.
Oh, lucky man. Jelly bean for the road?
Thank you. We'll be in touch.
Great.
Thanks.
Okay.
Thanks for taking me to the party.
Thanks for asking. Ciao, Cinderella.
Come on in. Thank you very much for coming over, Sonny.
Hey, you can call me anytime, you know. I'm glad you knew that.
Well, I don't need you to do me any favors.
Okay.
Well, actually, maybe I do. Sit down.
You name it.
I'm asking for your forgiveness. When Lucky died, I blamed you for more than just the fire, although I was obviously very wrong to blame me for that.
Well, I mean, I can't honestly say you were when I knew it could have happened the way you and Luke thought it could, you know.
You know, let me finish, please. I think I blamed you for making it possible for Lucky to live out on his own. I know that sounds kind of irrational, but it was Jason who gave him the job, and it was Jason who gave him the room to live in over his bike shop. And, you know, I think we both know that all he was doing was trying to honor your friendship with Luke.
I don't say you're wrong.
No, I guess I'm saying it. It's become painfully clear to me that Lucky would have done just about anything not to have lived in this house. I mean, he stole food, he'd sleep on a park bench, and he'd live outside, and that was really how he was living until Jason stepped in. That's how determined he was not to be under the same roof with me. So I guess I was pretty ungrateful, and I really should have thanked you for taking care of my son when I couldn't.
But, you know, I'm sorry. It was my understanding that there wasn't a problem between Lucky and his father.
Well, your understanding is wrong. Lucky left because he couldn't bear to be under the same roof with me.
Well, I'd be surprised to hear he ever said that. Didn't you and Luke manage to put all this behind you in the end?
No, I think all that ended was Lucky's life. You know, I think maybe this was a mistake. I really just wanted to... ask for your forgiveness. I treated you badly, and I'm sorry.
There's no need. You lost a son.
Thank you. Honey, swipe the jelly off your face. You don't want that on your face when Elizabeth comes to visit, do you?
Why?
Well, I think she, is probably checking up on us. She, says she has a present for you.
Why?
Oh, I see. It is a why day, is it? Well, a present, sometimes people give you a present when it's not your birthday and it's not Christmas, and that's called a surprise. And a surprise is just, you know, something wonderful when you least expect it, when you think nothing good can ever happen again. But that is a silly way to think, isn't it? Sorry, I've been locking it in the daytime. I don't know why.
It's
Come on
okay.
in.
Hey, Leslie Lou. I brought something for you.
Foster.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's Foster, isn't it? Oh, you want to go show it to him, honey? Okay, go ahead. It takes so little to make her happy. I just don't seem to be able to do it these days.
So what did Foster think?
He thought it looked like something to eat. But, you know, he thinks that about most everything.
Well, I guess I'll take that as a compliment.
Yeah. Oh, are you excited about going to art school? Nicholas told me you got accepted.
Yes, I was.
Yeah, in New York. I'm sure Audrey's really gonna miss you a lot. I will too.
Actually, I'm not gonna go.
Why not?
New York was our dream. Lucky's and mine. We planned so much of it together. I'm not saying I'm giving up painting. He will always be a part of that. He helped me discover something inside me. So maybe some art school someday, but not this one. Not now.
Well, I guess I can understand that. But you know something? You really do have a gift. There have been so many times I wish that I could have been talented at something.
Laura, how can you say that? You're one of the most accomplished women I know.
At what? Housekeeping?
Even I've heard about the program you ran at the Ward House. What about your work at the hospital?
I think your grandmother is one of my oldest friends.
Well, not only that, you've traveled all over the world and raised 2 beautiful children.
And look how well that turned out.
Surprise.
Nicholas!
Where did you come from?
Could somebody at least pretend to be glad to see me here?
Of course we're glad to see you, but how did you get in?
Sure, Leslie Lou let me in. Say I'm not a burglar. Well, I came to the back, right, and I saw something quite amazing, what appeared to be a dog with a glass head, and then I realized that it was not a dog, but a peanut butter jar attached to my little sister.
Oh, Lou.
Yes. Oh, wow, you're painting again.
Yeah, a little.
Yeah, I thought I needed a project myself, so I volunteered for the nurses' ball. Yeah, actually, I just came from a meeting with Lucy and Catherine, so...
Oh, dear.
Yeah, it's gonna be quite an adventure, I think. So I was wondering if you two would like to come along for the ride.
Doing what? Last year,
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember you and Lucky performing there last year, and you guys were great. Kind of like most everything you did, you seemed to fit together. I wouldn't ask you to do anything like that again.
Nicholas, I don't think I can help out this year either. I have a new job and Leslie Lou at home, and I can't. Sorry.
Okay. I know that they'll need somebody to paint and design the scenery, so...
Scenery I can do. Scenery I've done.
Now, listen, a boxcar's one thing. Don't get too overconfident.
You're not here on club business.
You were right about Marina. He's not letting up.
What happened?
He planted an explosive device in my car. It won't be his last try at me.
No, it won't. What now?
Well, the way I see it, there's only 2 ways I can get out of this alive. Run or take back my territory. And I'm not running.
How bad do you expect it to get?
Very.
Marino's gonna know you're coming after him. All his defenses will be up.
That's what I'm expecting.
Okay.
Well, what's this visit about? Are you just warning me? Or do you want some help?
No, I don't need any help. We're friends, right? Well, at least Marino thinks so. I'm just here to let you know that if anything comes your way, I'm gonna do everything I can to keep you informed.
If any of it comes my way, it always comes my way. What makes this any different?
You have a right to be warned. That's the best I can do, Luke.
Well, you know, given your past record of taking care of me, Sonny, you won't mind if I pick up a little slack myself. Do you know why our partnership worked? It worked because I took care of things in here, and you took care of things out there. And that way everybody was covered, man. It was perfect. But times have changed. Marino has gone this far because you let him go this far. You let it go on too long. And I don't have any confidence in you anymore.
I came by to pick up my paycheck if it's a bad time.
No. No, it's good time. Come in. I just made him out. It's you. There you
Thank
go.
you.
You're welcome. Excuse me, I have things to take care of with Claude.
Tonight on ABC.
Congratulations, Jonathan Jackson, winner of this year's Daytime Emmy as Outstanding Younger Actor for his work on General Hospital.
I got a call today from the Youth Authority, and they're aware that Laura's not back at work yet, but they're wondering if somebody else could start processing these applications. So I had the file sent down to my office, and I just wanted to let you know that I'd be willing to take over part of those functions just to get the ball rolling.
Well, that's very kind of you, Doctor. However, you must be very busy with your own practice. I'm making arrangements to hire a temporary director for the program.
Hi. Oh, how nice to see two such friendly faces on my first afternoon back to work.
Now, are you sure you're ready for this?
Yes. Oh, boy. Wow. I'll call the youth authorities as soon as I get to my office.
You know, I was just telling Stefan that I'd be happy to help with the outreach program, so if you want to split the caseload or in something else.
Thanks. Really, I can do it. I can.
Okay. Well, if you change your mind, you call me, okay?
I will.
All right, I gotta get this, excuse me.
Don't tell me that I have to convince you, too.
Laura, you don't have to convince me or anyone else of your courage and your strength. But the program will be waiting for you when you're ready to come back.
I am ready. I need to try to get on with my life. I need to get up and go somewhere in the morning. And besides, every day that I waste is a day that I could be helping one of those kids, and every one of them could be lucky. I'm gonna be fine.
All right. But promise me you won't push yourself too hard.
Okay? I won't. All right, I better get to work now.
Okay.
I'll see you.
Milk! Milk?
Oh, it's you.
What are you doing in the closet?
I was I'm waiting for you. You see, you said you wanted me to meet you. I could have had that stuff
Well, I
and
thought we
out
were
of
going to
already.
do this together.
Well, I've
We
been
better
waiting
get going
a
before
long
somebody
time.
gets
I've been
suspicious.
waiting.
Let's go.
How's my gold digging little niece doing?
Oh, she's so beautiful.
What's that? Oh, hey, you want to use this?
No, I've got this.
Oh. Oh, cool. I've got a set just like that.
Yeah.
Oh, I love a woman who can do this.
Thanks.
What made you think they're in this dainty little room? Edward wants them protected. He's probably got them in a safe deposit box or shredded in the bottom of a cat box.
I think the locked door is proof that we're on the right track. Otherwise, why would Lila lock her sitting room door? The letter's got to be in here.
All right, well, you've spent a lot of time in her head. Where would you hide some hot tamale epistles that chronicled the worst turn you ever took in your life?
If I were Lila, what would I do?
Oh, I really hope they're hot and juicy. I could use some vicarious thrills. I've been so lonely.
What would I do? Where would he put them? You know, I would probably ask Edward to put him up someplace where I wouldn't be able to reach him.
They're not here.
Give me a boost up.
Okay.
No, not like that. The boost, like this, you know, like when you were a kid, over the wall.
Oh, right, like I'm going to impale my hands with those stilettos. Take your shoes off.
Oh, sorry.
The other one. Both of them, yeah. Okay, ready?
Yeah, thanks.
Alley.
Yeah. Are you okay down there?
Yeah, I'm fine. Real fine.
I almost got it.
You better make it fast. Bubba's gonna send a search party after us.
I see it. I can touch it.
Carly and AJ are beginning a new life together with their son. And this family hasn't been this happy since the Dow hit 10,000. So I would like for you all to join me in a toast.
Oh, sorry, I lost my balance.
Okay, it's okay. Oh.
Oh. All right, now we've really got to get out of here. Come on, let's go.
Wait.
No waiting, no waiting. We have to go. Come on, let's get out of here.
No, wait.
Edward, continue your toast. I'll go see what happens.
No. That's what we have servants for. Reginald, start earning your salary now and go find out what has befallen this family.
Look, we're cutting this much too close. We got to get out of here. We got to go now.
I found them.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, the letters. It's them.
Great.
From Edward to Lila, from Lila to her cousin Eleanor. These are the ones.
Perfect. All right, excellent. All right, I'll take the letters.
Okay.
And I'll clean up this room.
All right.
You cover our escape, okay?
Oh, yeah.
And
Right.
cover for us.
Okay.
The noise, here.
Where's my bag?
Get
I
your
gotta get my
shoe on.
bag.
Get your bag.
Okay, everything's there. Okay.
Good.
Whew, ha. Nice. Look! I need help!
What?
Help me lower this to the ground so I don't make any noise. This thing.
Why?
Well, so it's gonna be our cover. Come on, come help me. Come on, it's a good
Why
idea.
don't you just pretend like you tripped over a rug or something?
Oh, yeah, I guess that would have been a good idea. Luke!
Butler off port bow.
Oh.
Hey,
Hello.
you all right?
Yeah, this is really embarrassing. You know, I was looking at this and I accidentally knocked it over. Could you help me put it back up? I'm sorry.
Sure.
Yeah, gee, this is nice of you. Thanks.
There you go.
Oh, it's really heavy.
Yeah, it is.
I'm so glad I didn't break it. That would have been awful, huh? Yeah, thank you.
There you go. Watch fingers.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Whew.
Yeah. Kissing you is all I know of happiness. Kissing your... is...
As you can see, the young Spencer has been contained. For the moment, he sees no possibility of escape. But that could change. Because he's very intelligent, extremely determined. So I want him watched carefully.
He will be. When will you be returning?
When my work is finished.
Hi. Someone from Youth Authorities will be stopping by to pick this up.
Oh, so should the hospital staff be nervous about the kids that the outreach program's going to be bringing in this summer?
I'll let you know if there's a need for concern.
Thank you. Oh, my dear, I'm so glad to see you smile. I so feared you'd be devastated by your son's death, but obviously it didn't bother you in the slightest.
General Hospital.
You said you would stay in touch.
I don't see why you just can't leave me alone.
They may not like me, but they can't ignore me anymore. I am Carly Quartermain.
Your son died because you drove him away.
Tomorrow on Good Morning America, Madeleine Albright responds to the Milosevic indictment. Plus, starting the summer sizzle, GMA fires up the barbecue in Central Park and off to the races with Tony Perkins. That's tomorrow on Good Morning America.